Hey guys, how's it going? This is Ethan with Obsidian Funnels. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to build citations for your local service business. Okay guys, so what exactly is a citation? So a citation is simply just an online mention of your business on another business's website. So this could be something like Yelp mentioning your business, or this could be something like Yellow Pages, just things like that that mention your business outside of your actual business. So how do we actually build citations? How do we find citations to build? How do we figure out how many citations we need to build? Stuff like that. So let's get into this. So first of all, I wanted to help you guys out a little bit here. I created a list of 365 citations that you can go out and build yourself. So this goes from like Yelp all the way down. And these are just a bunch of citations that we personally build. And these are not specifically local citations. So like if, for example, you want to build specifically for your location, then these might not be included. But these are just citations. So things like Yelp, things like Brown Book, or like Free Listing USA, stuff like that. And then here is also like for an example what it would look like if you submit a citation. So my wicked stepmom Rockford concierge travel services, right? This is just AI generated. This is just to put an example for you guys. So you actually would get this list. So a lot of the times we have people, ask us how they can build citations, stuff like that. Usually we tell them how to do it and they would just rather us do it for them. So we actually have a service where we can build citations for you. And this is the exact list that it's kind of like an example list of what we'd give you back. So it would be all of the sources of the citations we built, the live URLs, the status, and then the username, password, email, and stuff like that. So I would recommend you do the same thing. If you're going to go in and build citations, you're going to put the link, you're going to put the actual live URL, you're going to put the username, password, email, and then extra notes or something like that. You want to be organized about this. So that's basically right now you can just go start building those citations. But the main thing about this video is I want to explain to you how we can figure out, look at your competitors, see what citations they have, see how many citations they have, and then go ahead and copy them and then do even better so that you can rank above them. So let's get straight into that. All right, guys. So, how do we actually do competitor research and figure out how many citations we need to build and what citations to build in order to outrank our competitors? So, what I did here is I searched up two Miami plumbers. I searched up Main Plumbing Services. So, these guys are ranking on the local pack. And then I got Dr. Pipe Plumbing, who ranks on the second page. So, this is going to be, for example, us, our business, and then Main Plumbing Services is going to be our competitor. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up both of their websites and we're going to start with Main Plumbing Miami. So we're going to grab their site and copy it. So what we're going to be using here is something called Google Search Operators. So what Google Search Operators does is it's basically just an advanced way of searching on Google. So how do we actually use this? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to write minus site colon and then their domain, and then we're going to do quotation inside those quotations we're going to write their business name, so Main Plumbing Services. So I'm just going to write Main Plumbing Services, and now we're going to get a list of their citations. Now, how does this actually work? So the way that this works is basically you're telling Google minus the actual domain. So don't show me any of the results for this domain. Show me all of the results for this search. So now we're going to get stuff like Yelp. We're going to get stuff like Facebook, Angie's List, Better Business Bureau, City Local 101. Now, if I'm a new business, what I'd do is I'd simply just open this up and start building the citations. I'd literally just click on add your business and start working on it right away. Now, the thing is with some of the older businesses, they already have some citations already built. And so you're going to have to go in and check if you're going to create a duplicate citation or if this is an actual new citation. So how do you go ahead and do that? It's actually pretty simple. So let's say we want to get on a citation called Yelp. We're going to be using Dr. Pipe as an example. So we're going to search up Yelp, and then we're just going to do Dr. You don't even have to put quotation. Dr. Pipe Plumbing, right? And then I'm just going to search that up, and you see he is on Yelp. So we're not going to put on Yelp. Let's try Facebook. Let's do Facebook. They are on Facebook. So let's try Angie's List. So they are on Angie's list. Let's try Better Business Bureau. And then basically you're just going to continue going in and out of doing that kind of thing until you can build citations. So that's kind of how you're going to do competitor research and kind of see, how many, what citations your competitors have and what citations you need to build. Now, if you don't want to do all that hard work, again, you can go work with us on doing citations, right? Now, here's the question: how many citations do you need to build to compete with Main Plumbing Miami? So, what I would do is I'd click on this little button right here called Tools, right? You're just going to click on that. Now, you're going to see this. You're going to see the results. So, you're going to see about 17,700 results. So my rule of thumb is usually the answer of how many citations is it's usually about 1/4 or 1/3. Now obviously this is a lot of results for 1/4. So I'd say after about 10,000 results, it would only be max 350 citations. You don't really need to go past 350 citations. So if it's a huge number like this, then you need at least 350, 400 citations to beat them, right? But if it's something like 4,000 results, then you probably only need maybe 100, 150 citations to outrank them. So yeah, honestly, a good rule of thumb is to just do 1/3 or 1/4. And if it's past 10,000, I would just recommend doing as many as you can. So, yeah, that's basically figuring out how many citations you need to build. Now, the main thing with building citations is you need to make sure you have a consistent name, address, and phone number across all citations. So make sure your name is exactly the same, your address is exactly the same, you have the same exact phone number, even go out and do the same email, the same operation hours, the same logo, stuff like that. Having a consistent name, address, and phone number not only increases the trust across websites, but it also lets Google know that you're a consistent brand. And so they can see, and all of those mentions will actually point back to your business. So that's basically, keeping the main, foundation. Now, it's very simple to actually build the citations. So if, for example, you want to build a citation on Yelp, you're just going to open up Yelp and you're just going to click on like something like Yelp for business. That's what you want to look at. Yelp for business. You're going to look for like claim your business for free. Boom, right there. Then you're just going to click on it and go through that and just add your business, right? So that's basically how you build citations. Now, with some harder companies, they're not going to have a button like that. Let's see, maybe top notch rankings. Do they have a button like that? No. So like as you can see, top notch rating, they don't have a button like add your business, right? So what I do is I just click on this contact button and I would find their contact page. Now I don't know what's going on here, but I would look for their email or something and just have like an automated message and just kind of send it to as many people as possible. So that's basically how you build citations. If this helped you guys, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.